goes. And I think you sign up for the World Fitness Project, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. And
Yeah.
like you said, it will be a strange season because we have 2 seasons, and yeah, it's a lot of changes. We really feel that there's a new wind of change that coming into this world.
Yeah, I agree. Are you planning to do the Open as well? So you're planning to do the official CrossFit season?
First, I will compete in the Open. I will not compete in the Open to support CrossFit Games, but because I said I have a gym, my members will compete in the Open because it's like it is what it is since so many years, and they want to do it. I can't say no, I will not if my members want to do it. So I will compete for me and for my community.
Okay, and then if you want to continue with the CrossFit season, you need to do the quarterfinals and the semifinals, everything online.
Yes, we don't have quarterfinals. We just have semifinals.
Oh, so you don't have quarterfinals this year, only semifinals. And you can also go to one of the physical events, right? Like there are two in Europe, the French Throwdown and Botland in Malaga. So that's the way for you to qualify to the games.
Yes. This is two different paths. If you want to compete at the sanctionals event, you have to do the qualifiers. You can't be qualified through the Open, so it's qualifier plus the Open. If you want to make it to the games through the online semifinals, you have to be in an affiliate during the week. It's everything online, and your judge have to be a level 1 plus a judge certificated judge plus another. So it's really complicated.
Yeah. I think it's weird when you talk with anybody that doesn't know about CrossFit, and then you explain how you qualify for the European Championship or the World Championship. They really don't believe that professional athletes have to do their qualifier at home, online, and film everything yourself. So it's quite weird. So I think the World Fitness Project made a really good change by pretty much following a model that the Grid League back in the days did. So the Grid League used to sign up athletes. You were getting paid for just being part of the project of the league. And then you have, I think they were also paying every time they were competing, winning, or, being second, first, or whatever. So I think that's really good for the athletes and the sponsors, which is, it goes head to head as well, because then you get paid for competing, and also sponsors can have their athletes competing somewhere else. So you have double exposure as well. And you can, as an athlete, you can say to the sponsors, hey, I'm going to, 25 different events or whatever. And the exposure is way, way bigger. So let's see how that goes. I'm curious to see how, because they haven't really announced. Have they announced any European competitions?
We're gonna have one
in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe.
Do you know which one is it, or
we
secret?
We still don't know the dates, and we still don't know the emplacement, but it will come fast, I guess.
Okay, but you don't have to go to that event to qualify for the games, or you have to?
Oh, you mean you were talking about the World Fitness Project, or?
Yeah.
No, for example, there is no relation with the CrossFit Games, so.
Sorry, I didn't mean to qualify for the CrossFit Games, but to qualify for the finals.
Yeah. If you, for example, gain enough of points with one first tower, you don't have to do the second one. But it's a question of points. So if you want to be sure, it's better to both to be sure you can go to the final. So, but I mean, it's just 2 competitions. One will be in Europe, one will be in USA. So, of course.
Okay. Of course. So you might need to go to both if you don't make enough points in the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. And which one? Because then, if the first one is in US, then you will have to go to US first, and then do in Europe if you don't make enough points, right? But that's a little bit of I mean, not a problem, but it's easier for you to just go to Europe, spend 400 or 500 euros to travel within Europe is cheap, instead of going to US, spending maybe 2,000 or 3,000 euros to go there. Okay. Well, let's see. I think that's also a big problem at the moment with the CrossFit season, that everything is divided between Europe and US mainly. Something maybe in Africa and Asia. But then at the end, most of the athletes need to travel from one place to another, and that's quite expensive. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds promising. Do you know the format of the competition? Is it going to be like 2-3 days, like a regular competition?
Yeah. And what is it interesting? Sorry, 1, 2, 3. It's that it's made from athletes. Like, I mean, Will Morad is an athlete. He competed at a high level. He was one of the best of the CrossFit Games athletes a few years ago. So he knows what we need to be tested. We will not do like crazy kind of shit. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna do CrossFit, and that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. It sounds pretty promising. Let's see how it goes. I know that they talk. I think they partnered up with the PFA, right?
Me or
No, the World Fitness Project.
they signed. Yes, they are working hand to hand. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool, because I guess that also Fikowski as an athlete, knows a little bit more about it. Sounds good. So not me, but somebody else that I know, talked with Fikowski, and he was asking them if they wanted to change the format of the competition. So instead of being 2 to 3 days, to be like a 4-hour event where you guys compete, for example, from 4 to 6 watts, but one after the other. So you ended up doing like an hour and a half of competing, sorry, with 1 watt, then 10 minutes reps, another watt, 10 minutes reps, something like that. And I don't know if you have any experience with this kind of competitions, if this is something that you guys as athletes are also talking, that maybe a change on the format of competition, instead of being 3 days or 2 days, to go to kind of what Hyrox is doing, which is 1 hour of competition. So do a little bit more, maybe like an hour and a half, where you do watt rest, something like that.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, we're gonna know what will be about. The World Fitness Project want to give us the workouts a few weeks before the competition, to be like this, that can be ready, and they're gonna know what they're gonna have to work on. And so let's see if it's like if it's gonna be this kind of format. I mean, this is the game, and we're gonna have to be ready for it. And if it's not, it's okay too. I mean, we have to do it.
Do you prefer to know the workout before, so you repeat the workout as many times as possible?
No. I like to do the workout once, maybe twice if it's not a too big workout, but just to do it once, to know, okay, could be good to do it like this, how it's gonna hurt. Everything gonna hurt when you compete, but just to do it once, and then to work around, and to have the time to analyze, to know the workouts.
Yeah, I think it's nice to analyze the workout and have some strategy that you think a few days before, instead of like a few minutes before the workout, and then you don't really know if you have to go unbroken or whatever, or you need to go slower on the machine and faster on the thrusters, whatever it is. Cool. Okay, I have a few questions. Just fun questions, nothing too serious. But I was curious, how did you, so what you were doing before CrossFit, and what made you to say, I'm going to try CrossFit, and when you try it, what made you decide I'm going to compete in this?
Before CrossFit, I was a professional horse rider in the show jumping world.
Okay.
Started to ride at 4 years old. I started to be professional at 15 years old. I stopped school to be able to do my horse riding dream. And
really,
yeah, that was like
but which
from fitness, far from CrossFit. I was
Yeah. Which kind of horse riding is the one that you jump over fences and you do? Okay, yeah, that's an Olympic
Yeah,
sport.
that's an Olympic
Yeah.
sport. And then at 22, yeah, late 22, early 23, when you start a sport at professional level at a very young age, um, you have a risk of burnout. And I started young,
Mm.
and I guess I did a burnout because I had, yeah, I spent my entire life in the stables, working, traveling, and I didn't grow up like the others girls from my age.
Yeah.
And yeah, I tried to find something that fits for me, and I decided to start a physical education. And my teacher was a CrossFitter, and I just tried
Mm.
once with him, and since that day I decided that I will be a CrossFit Games athlete. And I
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess you also got quite a lot of strength by horse riding because it's a sport that you are always in tension. So at least probably the lower body, you were pretty strong already.
Yeah.
W-
People
Were
people
you?
think that it's not a right sport, like this is not a true sport, because they think that the horses is doing everything, but absolutely not. It's a
Mm,
very physical sport.
yeah. Same as motocross and motorbiking.
Exactly.
You have to be holding that position quite a lot, so it's really tough. I know a few people that came from the motocross, and they all have crazy strength in their legs
Mhm.
because they grew up with that, with the same position that you probably were, and that builds a lot of strength. Cool. So you were pretty decent athlete the first day that you tried CrossFit.
Yeah, I decided that. I
Yeah.
mean, I want to compete since I'm a little girl that compete my
Mm.
life. I want to compete. I want to be the best at everything I do. So of course, I wanted to be one of the best in the CrossFit game.
Yeah. So you never started CrossFit just to do physical sport. You just wanted
Yeah,
to compete and
yeah.
win. That's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah, but I think that's really cool. And then did you? So when I guess you had a coach at some point, right? So somebody coached you to train and compete, and then you went solo, or you started to do everything by yourself.
No, I started like everybody in a gym in a CrossFit box.
Hmm.
But very fast, I met Mathieu Dubroc, who is an OG from the OG in CrossFit. He's Canadian. He's working for the seminar staff. He had an affiliate. He did the regionals multiple times in team. Well, he's there
Hmm.
since the creation.
Since the very beginning, yeah.
And I started with him for many, many, many years, and we're still very good friends. But I arrived at a certain level where he told me, okay, now I can't
Yeah.
help you more and just fly. And then I tried to fit into some programmation into with some European coaches, but I never found the the mentality that fits me. So
Mm.
yeah, let's try something new this year. But for now, I'm happy to be alone. It works very
Hmm.
well. I still have some people to count on. I'm working hand to hand with some coaches. When I need some advices, I have some people around me, of course. But yeah, I'm doing a good job alone, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think when you guys start really early to compete, your mentality changes completely,
Mhm.
and you don't really need people anymore. I mean, you don't need people to train or to compete or whatever. I think you build a foundation of mental strength that somebody that has started CrossFit when being 13 or whatever, it's not able to have, compared with when you were 4, you were already wanting to be the best, and you spend 10, 15 years wanting to be the best, wanting to compete, when everybody else were just playing in a park or whatever.
Mhm.
So that yeah, definitely that's changed quite a lot. um Cool. Um, what else do you have? Do you have a good relation with any CrossFit athletes in Europe that you say, I'm gonna do like a camp, or I'm gonna spend a week with you training? I don't think I've seen you training with many other athletes, right? Like you don't go somewhere else and do like some kind of training camp as some athletes do.
I'm not like close friends with anyone in CrossFit. I mean, I'm someone very lonely. I it's
Hmm.
a way to protect myself because I've been like disappointed many times, but I am in very good relationship with Emma Toll, who is
Okay, yeah.
so if I have to choose for a training camp, definitely I would like to train like for a weekend with her
Mm,
because I mean she has strengths who are my weakness, and I have strength who are his weaknesses. So it could be very
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I will say, without knowing you too much,
Mhm.
basically we've been talking a lot by mail and calls or whatever, but no, I don't know you too much. I know Emma from a long time ago, but not really close or anything similar. I do think that you two are very similar in your personality. At least that's what I get from seeing you competing, following you on social media, a few emails or whatever it is. So it's no surprise that you guys get along. Is she also having the same music taste as you?
Oh, I don't think so. I think no one has
No,
the same
no.
music taste than me.
I think I have a similar taste of music. I think you are more into the metal and more into the hardcore, the old school hardcore.
Yeah.
But I listen some of the things that you post. I listen them. It's not my favorite bands, but I listen things that might be even a bit more noisy than the ones that you
Yeah.
listen. But yeah, it's weird. In CrossFit, you like normally people listen something else, not the type of music that you listen. Which is your favorite band, if you have one? I couldn't say one. I will say five at least.
I mean, I grew up with Limp Bizkit, so they will be forever in my heart. Same that Rage Against the Machine. Like, I mean, I
Mm,
started to listen them at a very young age, but actually, I have some kind of new bands that come in on the market.
hmm
I really love to listen a lot. Like, for example, we have in the metalcore, we have Ice Nine Kills, we have
hmm
Lips, Architects, and it's okay. Like a lot.
Those are new bands, right? Those are not the.
Yeah, not new like from this year, but they
Yeah, 10 years ago or whatever.
they did not exist when I was a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah, and how about the Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park new album and singer? Do you like her?
No, I
No?
can't. I'm sorry, but I grew up with Chester, and I can't. What do you
Okay, I can imagine.
What do you think?
I, I'm not a huge fan of Linkin Park. Like, I listen to them. They are good band, definitely. It's not in my top 20 or 30. I find them really soft, to be honest. But it's just that the type of music that I listen is harder than yours in some way, but softer than yours in another way.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you know anything about hardcore, New York hardcore
yeah,
bands like Youth of Today. Sick of It All was one of the most popular band, but they changed. I don't like Sick of It All too much. I just like the first album. Then they changed completely into a more new school kind of music. But Better Than 1,000, Ignite, even Race Against, which is a little bit melodic, but I still like it. You probably know Race Against,
yeah. I
right?
know them. Yeah,
Yeah, they are okay. Maybe it's one of my top 10, but they are in the soft part. So I like the super hardcore, fast type of music, and then something that is a bit softer or slower, I will say. Um, but yeah, I listen once in a while. I have a few playlists, so once in a while I had, Linkin Park is okay. I like the new singer, to be honest. It's different. Nothing. I'm not a huge fan, so I know people that were a huge fan. They are like, no, I don't like this. This is too new.
yeah.
But I get the same with there is a band called Ignite, which is a really old school band from the old school cross hardcore scene. And I think last year, 2 years ago, they changed the singer for somebody that was super soft. And it's like the same thing they are doing, like you know, redoing some of the old songs. And then I'm like, that's not the band that I like. So I guess it's a similar thing that you have with Linkin Park.
Yeah. True. But that's nice. That's nice to exchange with you with that. We could train together, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we can listen the same music while we train. I wouldn't say that we can train together, but we'll be in the same room listening to the same music together. Yeah, I've been changing quite a lot my training lately, and I just joined a class. So I would probably join. Do you play this music that you like in your class as well with other people?
When I was a very young teenager, I played drums, but it wasn't like crazy, you know. It was at the time. If you, I don't know how was it in your Spanish? No,
I'm a Spanish.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if it was the same in Spanish, but in Central Europe, it was the Sum 41 period where everybody has a small band in the garage. Everybody so
Mm,
much, but everybody
really?
bands, you know. And we
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think it was a big thing here. I know a few friends that had it, but they were just like people who really like music and playing instrument. But I don't think it was too. It was the same. At the end, Spain is such a warm country that people like to be outside always. That most of the hobbies in Spain are done outside.
yeah.
Other than CrossFit has hit quite strong in Spain, at least in the past 7 to 8 years, probably. Um, cool. But I think I'm gonna give you a few the rapid fire questions,
Okay.
and then we finish with this, and I'll let you go. And I guess you have to rest and then prepare for the next session. I'll give you a few questions and yeah, just like a quick answer. So most challenging workout that you ever done?
It was this summer in Italy. I was at a small competition in the south of Italy. The workout wasn't really hard in itself, but it was fucking warm. It was like
Yeah, yeah.
38 degrees, no shadows, no wind.
Mm.
Wow, that was like the hottest workout I ever did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's one of the few problems that CrossFit competitions have when they are done in summer, in anywhere where it's really hot, because that temperature makes you to underperform no matter what. Your body temperature is way too high. You can take as many electrolytes as you want, but it will never help. And you know what happened at the games a few years ago when they were doing Murph and then people were collapsing. It was, to be honest, I don't think it was hot for sure. I was there actually. It was 34 degrees and it was really, really hot. But I think the main issue was that at that time, CrossFit was not too professional. CrossFit as athletes, coaches, everything, because people were just drinking water. Nobody was covering their head with like a wet hat. Nobody was drinking water with electrolytes, which is what you need when it's so hot. And then people were just drinking water. Cara Webb, for example, she had to go to the hospital because of that, and she was told that I needed to drink electrolytes, and I didn't even know that I had to. In any other professional sport, NFL players, everybody knows that they have to take
Yeah,
electrolytes in that
yeah.
case. Yeah, but if it's 38 degrees and if you are in the sun for 25 minutes, it's very few things that you can do, to be honest. Cool. One thing that you always do before a competition.
Before, you mean the days before when I'm at home, or before like in the warm-up zone?
You choose whatever you want to share. Could be the minute before going out, which I think is you guys are under tension quite a lot,
Mm.
or it could be just before traveling to the competition, whatever you think.
I used to close myself, like, you know, I used to put myself in a bubble that no one can enter in. Like, I will like I will be very, very cold and more alone than I used to be with my cask, and I gonna listen like I will just gonna train, eat, listen to music, train, eat, listen to music, sleep. It will be like,
So, so those are the days before the
yeah,
competition.
yeah, yeah. I will close myself for.
Mm. Is it you think is like a security system that you do, or is more, a stress that you get for the competition is coming and then you get a little bit nervous, or what do you think it is?
No, I think it's just my way to hype myself.
Okay, so you hype up with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and I guess that during the warm up you pretty much do the same and maybe a little bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah, 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 yeah. When the competition is coming, the more close the competition is, the more cold I am. I will
Yeah.
talk a lot. I need to be by myself, you know. I'm not
Mm.
someone who gonna talk a lot with people when I'm stressed. I will just
Yeah.
close myself. I need to be in my head at 100%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can imagine. I was pretty sure that you were like that in, a few minutes before or days before competition.
Yeah.
Cool. What is your favorite Go Primal product? If you can choose one, obviously.
The Hydra Force. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is for
lemon
the
or
best product
or orange.
primal. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you take the Hydra Energy, the one with carbs?
Yeah, 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 yeah. When I have long sessions, I take this one too. But I mean, the Hydra Force is my daily.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, it's a good one. I think for competitions, Hydra Energy probably is more
Yeah, yeah,
helpful, just because you guys are 8 hours in competition mode every day, and you probably don't want to eat too much, and that's the product that at least you know that you're going to have carbs, which is what you really need while competing these days. Um, yeah, but I like Hydra Force, but I like both of them. But yeah, Hydra Force is really
yeah,
convenient. Well, the question was your favorite band, but you already told me
yeah.
that, so we got it. And the last one is if you could compete anywhere in the world, where would it be?
A place or the competition?
Could No, could be a place, a city, could be Madison Square Garden, could be whatever.
Uh,
Could be during Resurrection Fest. That would be a pretty cool competition. While the Resurrection Fest,
where
and then
where it could be crazy dope? Huh. Yeah, it's like the Madison Square Garden. That's a good idea.
that would be a good one. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably a better place could be the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Yeah, but yeah,
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 I think that I'm pretty sure that could be something pretty unique. Yeah, but yeah, Madison Square Garden, for the history of Madison Square Garden, I think is good enough.
yes, definitely. Or maybe an NFL stadium, like a place where
Mm,
they play the Super Bowl or something like that.
yeah, 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 definitely. Cool. So then the last thing is, I think next week. Yeah, I think it's next week. I'm having the same call with Emma just to ask similar questions. So what will you ask her? Something that you would like to know from her?
Um,
Mm.
what I would like to know from Emma, how did she had some quads like this?
If she had always had these quads,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah, she has like crazy huge quads. What's the secret?
Yeah, yeah. What's the secret, right? Everybody wants to know the
Yeah,
secret. Yeah, 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 I'll ask her. I'm pretty sure many people have asked that to Emma.
yeah. Because she
Yeah,
was a swimmer, so that's crazy.
yeah, but I think she was also into I don't know if it's bodybuilding, but
Oh,
fitness. So maybe, but anyway, I'm pretty sure there is something that she did when she was young or whatever it is that made her legs to be, No, I don't know if she had bigger legs from early age, but definitely she had some kind of predisposition to build crazy strong legs for sure. Is she really strong besides having really thick quads as well?
she's strong. Yes, yeah, yeah.
She's really strong, right? Yeah, yeah,
Volume is not equal to strength. I mean, look at
yeah, exactly.
Pia, for example. She's not huge,
Yeah,
but she's fucking strong.
yeah, yeah. But she's probably your size, no, Tia?
Uh,
Or is he thinner than you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think YouTube has like the perfect physiognomy for CrossFit. Not too big, not too small. So then when it's long workouts is good. When it's powerful workout also. You probably are pretty powerful, right? Like
I'm a powerful workout athlete. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So then the long endurance workouts are not. You wouldn't do a high rocks probably, right?
No.
No.
It's not in my DNA, Like I always did powerful sports, so I'm working
Yeah.
endurance, of course, but I will never be like the one who gonna win every endurance.
Mm. Yeah. Do you do anything specific to improve endurance, or do you just do the same for everything?
Oh yeah, I'm dying every week on my machines. I running twice a week because for me this is
Okay.
the most important base to gain in endurance. It's the run.
It's running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use a coach or something to teach you how to run? Yeah, because I think that's really important. If you go on a rower machine, there is not a lot of technique. There's a little bit of technique, obviously, but running has a lot of technique.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Cool, Manon, but thanks for the call. Looking forward to see you competing. Are you going to Wadapalooza?
No.
No? So what is the first competition? The Open will be the first,
Yeah.
in theory.
Open will be the first, then we're gonna start with the World Fitness Project.
That's the first one that you will have.
Yeah.
Besides the Open.
It's the Open. Then the next one gonna be the World Fitness Project. It will be in April. Then I need to know the dates to see if I will compete in Spain for the Malaga or in the. I still don't know because I don't have any more details about the.
Yeah. For what I know, they are planning to do the competitions that they are not in the same day as the CrossFit competitions. So then they allow, at least for this year, they allow people to do both. I think the plan is that next year they don't allow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that they won't allow or they will put everything in the same calendar. But in any way, I guess doing a competition one weekend and then the next weekend doing another competition might be pretty tough. Also traveling and everything. But yeah, we'll probably be in Malaga, so we're probably gonna meet there. We'll talk about it if you need anything in Malaga. I'm from down there. Well, my family is from down there, not me.
Warm.
So yeah, say it again.
Is it warm in April in Malaga?
It will be okay. Nothing crazy. So it will be warm. It could be cold, but it's probably warm, but not 38 degrees. Okay. It will be, and I think I've seen the stadium. It's a indoor stadium.
Okay. Yeah.
So probably they will have. It's a professional basketball team stadium, like the first league. So it's a good stadium. Definitely they will have AC if it's too hot. And you might have to go outside and run or whatever, but it probably not going to be more than 30 degrees. So it will be okay. But yeah, anything we'll talk obviously in a few months, but once the dates come and if we can help you in anything going there, and then whatever it is, we'll talk about it. We're happy to help you guys.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. But a pleasure, and enjoy the rest of the day and weekend.
Thank you. Same to you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Bye, Manon.